Hello. So today is the Australia special, which last week's was as well, but it wasn't really because I was told that it was like normal time there for Australians and it was about 2 a.m. or something. So this is the actual Australia special. So I'm on my Twitter. Oh, there are a few questions. Let me get to the start of them. How old are you when you attended your first concert and who did you see? It's from Jess. I think I was... God, was this my first concert? It was Lincoln Park, I think, at Wembley, and Lost Prophets were supporting. But it was November 2003, I think, so I would have been just 11. And we were in the pit, and I was on my mate's shoulders to see, and the steward came over and they were like, "You're not allowed to do that," and I was like, "But then I can't see." So then they put us like right next to the stage in the seats, and I touched Chester's hand. It's quite cool. Haven't washed it since. I will ask, would you ever fill your brows in, and why are they so sparse? Probably not. I don't know, I was just born this way. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. Look at that. They're like double deckers. Pretty rubbish, really. I don't know if my brother has them. Does Tom have them? Does H have them?
H doesn't. Maybe so.
I'm just the runt of the litter. Maybe. How did you meet your best friend? Just through school. Met all of them through school. Do you miss Australia? Yeah, of course I do. I actually just spoke to the golf pro at the club where I'm a member at. He's called Dewey, and he just recently went to Australia with his kids and his wife. For like a week, I think. I think they only went for a week on holiday. And I saw him not yesterday, the day before, and I'd asked him how it was, and he just said it was brilliant, and it kind of made me miss it again. I love Australia. So yes, I do. What's your favourite Wikipedia article? Shut up, everyone has one. I think the only Wikipedia articles I've looked at are like ancient Rome when I was in school, and then my own one when everybody was going nuts because I had one. But the thing about that is that Oxford 1-1. Sorry, Oxford are playing Swans in the FA Cup and they've just scored penalty. Amazing. The thing about that is that, like, when I first got a Wikipedia page, everybody was saying like, "Oh my god, Lewis, you need to check it out, look at your Wikipedia page." And I went on, the first fact was my birthday, and I got it wrong. So I was just like, what's the point? So I actually added in a fact. I said that, so in England there's a very famous magician called Paul Daniels. I had to remember, he's so famous that I forgot. Called Paul Daniels, and his like assistant was this lady called Debbie McGee. And when I saw that my birthday was wrong, I added in that Debbie McGee was my godmother or something. And it stayed on there for like 2 years. It's off now, unfortunately. Well, I think so, because I told my friends about it and they couldn't see it, so they didn't believe me. But yeah, I don't think it's there anymore. But like, I had an interview with a newspaper over here called The Sun, and they like called me out on it, and I explained that it wasn't true and that I'd made it up. And they found it hilarious. So it was true, I promise. I put that there, promise. Mayo or ranch? Mayonnaise, 100% always. Always. Although I do really like ranch. Who doesn't really like ranch? Another instrument you'd like to know how to play? P.S. You're great. Thank you very much, Libby. I've always wanted to learn the saxophone. I just think it's an amazing instrument. I'd like to be able to play the piano better. I can play it, I can get by on it, but I feel like I I almost need to have written the song on guitar before I can play it on piano, whereas I'd like to have the freedom to be able to, you know, just tinkle on the piano, like play, not have a wee on the piano. Never mind. Which of Ben Howard's albums do you think is the best? I've got a big old soft spot for the first one, just because that was when I was really getting into acoustic music, and I don't know, I listened to that album non-stop, and I just, I don't know, that was like really special to me, that album. Yeah. I remember when you sang the Hyde Park in Sydney in 2012. Enjoyed this very low quality photo from that night. Oh my god, look at this. There I am. There's a fringe in all its glory. Come on, focus, focus, focus. There he is. There's the, I think it was 62 people that were there that night. I counted, because I didn't expect anybody to be there. So I counted. Amazing, thank you, Jordan. Of course I do. Of course I do. How old were you when you got your first guitar? I was 16. It was my 16th birthday. Do you have any guitar tips for beginners? That's from Alex. Just to keep at it. I think that, like, the first few months of learning guitar are very, very frustrating, and you'll hate it, and your fingers will hurt, and you'll be really bad, and the songs won't sound like you want them to, but the key is just to keep at it. That's it. Your fingers build up a tolerance to the strings. You get like little calluses that, you know, I always joke that my favourite part about being a musician is I could take a pizza out of the oven without it burning me, because the tips of my fingers are, yeah, they don't look any different. But just take my word for it, they don't look any different, but they've just got this kind of tolerance. I've got thicker skin on the end of my fingers, so playing guitar becomes a lot easier. And there's just a moment where it clicks and you think, hang on, I've got this. So that's probably my my biggest tip for you. Definitely learn songs that you know very well, because you'll know if it's done correctly. You'll know if you're playing it well, because you know that song, but also it will spur you on to learn it because you want to be able to play that song, kind of thing. And just stick with like simple chords at first. Don't start with bar chords, because then you'll really want to rip your hair out, so don't do that. Just play, you know, simple music, and then go on to learning bar chords when you're very comfortable with the open chords. And that's like the backlog. I'm just gonna say recording the tail end of the Aussie Q&A. Any more cues? First one is, what's so big about Big Soph? Nothing. It's just a great nickname. Why don't people see that? Why can't you see this? Just an incredible nickname. It rolls off the tongue. It's great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how great are Farmers Union iced coffees? Oh, like 40. They're amazing, I love them. Favourite type of cheese? Mozzarella or Edam? Or smoked? Or there's one from Sainsbury's actually called, what's it called? Like crushed? It's like Butcher's, Barber's crushed cheddar or something. It had little crystals in it that were amazing. If you won the US lotto of $1.3 billion, what would you do with the money? Well, I wouldn't tell anybody. I'd just live a lavish lifestyle. I'd give like money to my family, buy a house, and it would be great. What is this get stolen thing? Because I'm going for $500,000 right now, which is really cool, but I don't know what it is. What setting do you put your toaster on when you cook toast? This is an important question for science. Please support my cause. Well, ours is just time. There's no, which I think all toasters are time, aren't they? You can't increase the heat, can you?
No, I think they're just timers.
So ours is like default 5 minutes, I guess, and that's what I put mine on. And then it usually takes a minute because, so our toaster, say our toaster is this deep, the bread is like just a tiny bit bigger. So let's say toaster is this deep, the bread is like this tall. So you put it in for 5 here, and then you flip it over and stick it in for 1, and because the toast is already warm and the toast is warm, it gets the coverage, you know. And that's that. Would you rather choke on an ice cube or sneeze flames? Is that choke to death? Because the flames thing, that would suck. Although, I mean, it'd be cool, but it would hurt, you know. Whereas choking on an ice cube, it melts, you swallow it, and that's fine. Hi Levis, what dog breed do you associate the most with? I hope you have a lovely day. Wow, Lucy's never nice. Thanks, Lucy. I've only ever owned Staffies. So they're the dog. Well, but do I associate with them? I don't know. That's a tough one, really. I think I'd probably associate most with like a golden Labrador, because golden is in the name, and everybody loves them, and that's how I feel, you know. So, right, 2 more. Would you ever shave your head? I have a massive head, so probably not. My brother shaved his head kind of like sort of recently, and it didn't look good, so I'm going to take his advice. Favourite moment on The Office? That's tough. I won't say, because Soph's here and we've only seen up to halfway through series 3 with Soph. I've watched it all, but at the moment one of my favourites is at Diwali, when Michael's singing his song and he says, "Don't invite any zombies to the festival of light, it's Diwali." I just think it's very funny. He's hilarious. Makes no sense. Strawberry chocolate milk, always chocolate. Strawberry milk is yuck to me, you know. Yuck. Yeah, see, this is weird. Somebody owns me. Thanks, Jess, but it's weird. Do you watch Carl Pilkington? I feel like you would like him a lot. Yeah, he's very funny. I liked him in Derek. The thing is, our tour manager / sound guy, Pete Smith, is basically Carl Pilkington. So we get, you know, our kind of full helping of Carl Pilkington on the road. So we don't need to watch anymore when we're home. But yeah, he's very good. Are you going to play a lot of new songs in Cologne? I don't know. The Cologne show is on the 1st of February, so it's coming up soon. I don't know. I think the thing is, it's an acoustic show, so it's just myself and Roxanne. If they sound good, then yeah, sure. You know, we'll have to rehearse some and see. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Right, one more. I think I said one more before, but one more. How likely is it to have a game of golf next time you're here in Australia? Asking for a friend. Like 100%. If I have the time, even if I don't have the time, I'll squeeze in a game of golf. So yes, definitely 100%. Let's do that. That'd be great. Excellent. Okay. Thanks, Australia. You've been great. I hope this is fine and that you finally forgive me for doing it at my evening time rather than your evening time. We'll do this again sometime, I'm sure. But yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow for the daily.